The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
From the high desert and the great American Southwest, I bid you all good evening, or good morning as the case may be, across all these many, many prolific time zones. From the Hawaiian and Tahitian island chains in the west, eastward, across flyover country to the Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, Caribbean, where Montserrat continues to smoke and choke, into South America, north to the pole. This is Coast to Coast AM, the largest live overnight talk radio program in America. Isn't that amazing? I'm Art Bell.
Do you indeed think that there is life on other planets? Tell me, do you think there is life on other planets?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I suppose there would be.
No, he seems definite. You seem
Definitely.
definite. How do you see this life and where?
Oh, I've seen a flying saucer.
You've seen one?
Yes,
Where was
definitely. At Lane Cove,
When was this?
1953.
You don't think this is a figment of your imagination?
Several other people with me saw it.
Yes, definitely.
Why?
Yes.
What sort of life do you see up there?
Vegetable.
I think there is life on other planets.
And how do you see this life? How do you visualize it yourself? Is
It's
it
rather
like this?
queer-looking people.
Queer-looking people. They're totally different from the people on Earth?
I suppose so.
Uh-huh. Would you like to get up there yourself and see it on Venus?
Not particularly.
Why not?
Art Bell was an American radio broadcaster who was popularized by his long-form programs discussing the paranormal. In his early life, he served in the United States Air Force, where he would work as a medic during Vietnam. In his time there, he operated a pirated radio station where he would play anti-war music that was not authorized by the American Forces Network. Upon returning home, Art would once again take to the airwaves, this time receiving a significant bump in ratings after the Oklahoma City bombing. When other radio stations shifted away from any talk of conspiracy theories, Art found a large audience focusing on the occult, UFOs, and other offbeat topics. This would all lead to one of the most intriguing moments in radio history. Bell was one of only a few hosts that did not screen incoming calls, accepting any caller that had a story. Art would often admit that he did not believe everyone that got on the air. But in September of 1997, one such story would rattle his entire audience. With a shaky voice, an anonymous caller would identify himself as a former Area 51 employee. With his life in danger, this caller would break onto Art Bell's airwaves and into the pages of radio lore forever.
And we will do open lines tonight, with one little exception. Now, last night I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I wasn't here, and you got to hear a repeat. Now, as you know, I had planned to do my Area 51 employee line. So we didn't do that, so we'll do it tonight. This should be interesting. It is your chance to sing like a bird. If you are currently employed at Area 51, the area the U.S. government says officially does not exist, or if you have been employed at Area 51 in the past and now feel ready to sing, perhaps you can call up and disguise your voice or something, I don't know. Anyway, something like that, and if you want to call up and sing, it's going to be your night to sing. It'd be fun to see if we get any calls. On my Area 51 line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art?
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharged.
I started getting...
Well, this was certainly interesting. We are now on a backup system, everybody. A backup system. And that one caller that I had on the air, I guess we were about in the middle of his transmission, his telephone call, which was one of the strangest ones I've ever had. And the entire transmitting system by satellite went down here, and we were notified we were off the air. And it would appear to be from this end and some sort of massive transmit failure. So we are now using a backup system to be on the air. And not that I would normally believe this kind of thing, mind you, but I can't help but wonder if somebody zapped us in some way. We'll find out. East of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello.
Arbel?
Yes.
What just happened there with the transmission?
Oh, well, what happened is the transmitter here blew its cookies in some way. Something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now. And how far into the conversation was it when it went off?
It just about 15, 20 seconds, I'd say.
Oh, you
that.
guys missed. You really missed a call then, and I've got a feeling somebody didn't want you to hear it.
Yeah.